Hello everyone, this problem is from DMath BStat 2016 and it was the third problem regarding polynomials. So you're given a polynomial which is of nth degree and it's a monic polynomial and all the coefficients are real, okay, and you're given only one condition, that is a1 square, that is this coefficient square is strictly lesser than a2, and you have to show that not all roots of f of x can be real. So that means not all the roots can be real. So a simple idea would be to consider that all the roots are real and then show some contradiction. Now again the contradiction, now talking about the contradiction, so how can we show the contradiction? So we are only given with this information and also the coefficients are real. So with using these two we have to derive it, okay. So that's your hint, like try to contradict the statement, okay, and use these two facts that are given basically. So it's an easy problem. If I give you further hints, you will be easily, that will be basically solving the problem. So that's your hint. So pause the video for some time and then if you can't, then look at the solution, okay. So let's go for the solution. So we'll consider that let all the roots be real, okay, and it's an nth degree polynomial. So let the n roots be alpha 1, alpha 2, alpha n. Okay, now let's go for the Vieta's equation. So what we have is, for the sum, that is sum of alpha I will be equal to minus a1, and now since in our problem a1 and a2, so we are concerned with only these 2 points or with only these 2 coefficients. So what about a2? How do we relate the roots with the coefficient a2? So for that, what you need is summation is alpha I, alpha j, where I is greater than equals to 1, strictly lesser than j, and j is lesser than equals to n. Okay, so sum of the product of the roots taken 2 at a time, and that will be a2, right? And now do you see one thing, that is, observe that a1 square is lesser than a2, okay, but a1 is a real number and its square is always positive. So if something is greater than some positive quantity, so that thing also, that real number also has to be positive. So this implies that a2 is strictly greater than 0. So this is very important. Let's note it down. And now what we can do is, let's square this thing, okay. So let's square equation 1. So what do we get is summation alpha I, where I is running from 1 to n, I running from 1 to n. So alpha I squared plus 2 times this summation alpha I, alpha j, where I is greater than equals to 1, lesser than j, lesser than equals to n. Okay, so if you just square the sum of alpha i's, so we are going to get this, right? And that will be equal to minus a1 whole square is a1 square. Okay, now what? Now what is the next thing? So you see that this is, so let's write, so I'm not writing I going from 1 to n, so just that is implied. So summation alpha I square plus 2 times this a2, right, is equal to a1 square. Fine. And now you see we have from this relation a1 square minus a2 minus a2 is strictly lesser than 0, right, just from this relation. And now we have a1 square here, so let's subtract a2 on both the sides. So we have summation alpha I square plus a2 is equal to a1 square minus a2. Now you see that all these alpha i's are real, and always if you square any real number, it's square is always greater than equals to 0, right? And moreover, what happens is that this a2, it's strictly greater than 0. So that means this sum as a whole is strictly greater than 0, right? That's from the LHS. We get that conclusion from the LHS. But what conclusion do we get from the RHS? From the RHS, you see that a1 square minus a2 is strictly lesser than 0, right? So it says that this is strictly lesser than 0, and that can't happen, right? And so that's a contradiction, and so we have our assumption is wrong. Okay, so all the roots cannot be real. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye.